Hello everyone. Today we are going to get our weekly. I know it is a little late, but let's go ahead and get our weekly. As always, if you are interested in booking a personal with me, the link to that is in the description box below. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see, if you have anything special coming out this week, or, if your guides just want to tell you something. But let's go ahead and see what comes out for you this week. We're just going to pull one spiritual message and see kind of what comes out. What's the base of our reading? All right, let's see what we have. Ooh, it says, my creative power. You are very powerful, and Spirit wants you to know that. Spirit is trying to connect with you and let you know, use your power for good. And when this is like your power, it's like your thoughts, your feelings, your being, like feel positive in what you're doing. Don't think negatively about a situation. Or, if you're really hoping for an outcome, don't put blockages out there. Don't stress yourself. Let's go ahead and read the card. It says, I recognize the creative power of my thoughts. I know that I can use them to build or destroy. Today I choose to use my thoughts to create a universe filled with joy and harmony. I will maintain a positive attitude. I have power to create love and peace. You are creating happiness for yourself, okay? And if you're in a situation, you're feeling really held back, you're like, I don't know where to go from here, you're just feeling lost, whatever it is, Spirit is saying, don't stress, don't worry, don't think negative. Think about the positive outcome. Where do you want to be? Use your power, use your thoughts, use your being, your feelings, like use that in the light. Don't use that in the negative. That's only putting you in a dark spot. And if you are trying to go towards something, whether this be opening up to a relationship, okay? Or, opening up to a new job, looking for a new path, just opening up to something completely new in general, and you're very nervous about it, or you have bad feelings, bad thoughts, bad traumas with whatever it is, it's time to let that go and start something new. It's like, I'm going to start something fresh, and I'm going to use my powers, and I'm going to really fill myself with joy and happiness and feel at peace. Even if the situation at hand is a struggle, whatever it is, you're not going to be here forever. As long as you keep trying and pushing and you don't give up and you don't allow your self-doubt to get the best of you. It's like, know and be positive, okay? Let's go ahead and pull some tarot and see what comes out. Ooh, okay, so we had a couple just fly on out. Let's see what they are. They dropped. Ooh, all right. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords and the King of Cups coming out. It's really time for you to trust your intuition, okay? I feel like you're on the fence of something, or maybe you're trying to move forward in something. It's like there's a feeling of something where there needs to be movement, okay? And this is either where you're not seeing the situation clearly, like you're not seeing how to move ahead. You're like, I want to move in this direction, I just don't know how. Or it's like you're closed off from something and it's time to make a decision. It's time to trust the intuition that you're feeling. For something, I feel like it's time for you to trust your heart. Let your heart lead the way and stop letting your mind get the best of you, okay? It's like it's time to listen to your emotions. And I know sometimes people are like, don't let your emotions get the best of you. But what I mean by this is like your heart is calling you to do something, and it's time for you to listen. It's time to trust like what you know about yourself. If this is where you're unhappy in a situation, if this is where you're feeling like so called to do something, and maybe you don't know what this calling is yet, and that's why I'm seeing the Two of Swords, because it's like I'm blocked from it. I don't know how to move forward. If you're feeling this so intuitively and so deeply, you need to listen to yourself. And instead of being like, how am I going to get there? This makes no sense. This, that, the other, whatever it is, let that go. Let that negativity go. It's time for you to be in that positive, okay? Know that your heart will lead you the way. All right, we have the Queen of Pentacles. And as I said, as I'm saying heart, I'm just going to lay this down in the middle because this is at the below of the deck, and that is the Ace of Cups. And that is about your heart. That's about your emotions. And as I'm saying that, we have the Three of Swords coming out. And then let's just get one more card. All right, we have the Knight of Swords coming out. All right, let's just move this over just a bit. Okay, so with these cards coming out, I feel like it's time for a new beginning. And it's time for you to trust yourself. And if this is a new beginning in a current situation where it's like letting go of the past and it's time for you to trust the situation at hand, okay? Because I could see this is where you're on the fence, you're blocked from this. If this is where, you know, you're going back to something where you've been in this situation before, but something is calling you back there, but you're very blocked from this because there's been some heartache. It's time for you to trust your heart, trust your intuition, start something new, but be very open to this beginning. Be very open to whatever this new start is, okay? Now, for others of you, it's like it's time for you to start something new, regardless of what you feel it'll be, okay? If this, like, Three of Swords is where it's like heartache of letting go of something, whether this be a job, a person, a situation, whether this be, you know, feeling lonely, whatever this is, it's time for you to start this new beginning. It's time for you to make these big changes for yourself and listen to your heart. And like I said, this can go both ways, so take it how it resonates with you. But it's like, and I'm sorry if you hear the dogs running around, they're going crazy, but it's time for you to make those changes for yourself. It's time for you to listen to your heart. It's time for you to open up to this new beginning and really trust your emotions at this time. If you're kind of feeling blocked from a person or a situation, it's because it's not meant for you and your heart is trying to guard you from this, okay? If this is where, you know, you're really feeling called to start something new, whether this be with a person or whether this be, you know, a new situation, regardless if this is leaving a person, a situation, a place, whatever this is, and it's like, you know, that is going to hurt you, but you know it's time to let go of that, then that's what it's time to do. It's time to do just that. Sorry if you hear any noise. My baby brought me her bottle, and she wants me to fill it up, so sorry if you hear any noise. But it's really time for you to welcome in that new change and be open for that, because it's like your heart is trying to call in this new beginning of happiness for you. And whatever this is, I feel like you're kind of in a spot of loneliness or unhappiness, and it's like you think that you'll be in pain, you think that you hurt, and that might be true, but overall it's going to be big changes for you, okay? We're just going to pull some more tarot, and then we'll get into some other messages. So let's just go ahead and pull 4 more tarot cards. So we have the Queen of Cups coming out. There is something about listening to your emotions, okay? And okay, yeah, I'm really feeling, okay, yes. There is something about your emotions coming out, and this is like listening to yourself, listening to, like if you're feeling really called, it's either going into a situation, restarting something, starting something new, okay? Or this is leaving a situation and starting something new. But whatever it is, it's time for you to listen to your heart and surrender to spirit. And if you don't know which direction this is, you're feeling very blinded, you're like, well, I don't know which direction this is. I don't know where to go. Whatever this is something emotional. And it's like you need to listen to your heart. And if you don't know where to go, it's like it's time to break away from whatever this is. And spirit is really trying to work with you and having this movement. It's like spirit is really trying to talk to you and communicate with you about moving forward and about having this massive change for yourself. And I feel like too, if you surrender to spirit, it's like, here's that action, here's this movement. Okay, so we have the Star coming out. All right, the Horse and the Heart. Yes, okay. There's a journey ahead of you, and this is definitely a part of your heart. And the Cups have come out, and then the Heart card has come out. And so there's definitely a journey that's ahead of you. Okay, with this here, it's a journey. And here this Star is, this is like happiness, like a start of something new, or like feeling success here. And it's like, if you want this success, if you want this happiness, like it's a journey and you have to be ready for it. But I promise you, I will walk you through that every step of the way, whatever way this is calling, because I feel like this goes two different ways. And so however that aligns with you, whether it's to start fresh in a situation and you're like, I don't know how to do that, Spirit's like, ask me and I will help you. Or if this is to break free from a situation, right? Because we have breaking free. So this is like letting go, breaking free from a situation. And here, this would be like leaving something behind. If that's what you're worried about, is like leaving something behind, the pain of leaving whatever it is. I think that there's some big changes that will come forward, and Spirit's like, I will walk you through, but it's time for you to be happy. And whatever that means for you, it's time for changes to happen. It's time for you to feel fulfilled in multiple different ways. This doesn't just go in one spot. Like, it's time for you to have movement. And it could have been stale for a long time, and so it's just like everything's hitting you all at once, and you're like, I don't even know where to start. Spirit's like, listen, I promise, like, I will walk you through it, but just like it's time for you to surrender. I need you to let go of the negative thoughts. I need you to let go of the negativity. I need you to welcome in everything about being positive and what the outcome is. What do you want to feel in the outcome? Start meditating, listening to affirmations. Like, it's time for this movement to happen. And Spirit's like, I will help you move through this. I will walk you through this. I will show you, what you need to know, how you need to get there, but you need to let me in. And it's like, be positive. Don't feel negative, regardless if it's the situation at hand, if you don't know how to get there, whatever this is, if this is the past, whatever this is, I need to let that negativity go. I need to heal. I need to welcome in this positivity, okay? Let's go ahead and pull just 3 of these guidance animal cards before we end the message. All right, weaving deeper relationships. We have unique new rhymes of success. And we have cycles of death and resurrection. Yes. Okay. So if this is something where you thought that like this was over, or you can't do this, if this is like a spot of not feeling like you can move forward, I don't know how to get there, it's really time for you to let that go, okay? It's time for you to look deeper into this. And for me, a lot of this is like relationships. So if you're in a relationship right now and things are, it's like going deeper into something, you need to look deeper into this. Is this like where you're going to be successful in this relationship? And this could be a coworker, this could be, whatever this is. But it's like, is this relationship going to work out for you? And it's like going deeper into this. Or this could be like going into a relationship, opening something up. And it's like where I needed to see this so I could get to here, to be at this point where I could weave a deep relationship. I can get deep with somebody. I can let my guard down, and it's different. It's a different type of love. It's a ending to whatever it was, the past. I healed from that, and I'm moving forward. It's the start of something new. For others of you, this is definitely like creating a future for yourself, okay? I'm going to be successful in whatever this is. Like, I'm creating a future for myself, even if you think that you can't get there, okay? I need you to let that thought go, because this success will bring you this happiness. And it's like, however you go about it is different, right? There could be 1,000 people doing what you're doing, whatever this is. And it's like, how you do it is different, and you're going to be successful at it. And you need to know that about yourself. You are unique. You're different than everyone else. And it's like, it's time for you to learn that, so we can put an end to these negative thoughts and create something new for ourselves, okay? I'm sending everybody lots of love and light, and I hope everybody has a wonderful week.